Hello, everybody. Just waiting for a few people to hop on. There's some people. Hello, how are y'all? Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Paige. So glad y'all are hopping on. I'm not sitting here talking to myself. We're just waiting for just a couple seconds so a couple more people are getting on. Hey, Carol. Hey, Tracy, how are you? Glad you found me. All right, we'll get started. Hey, Paula. We'll go ahead and get started. I'm Lee with the Turquoise Valentine, and I am here tonight to show you a quick little easy craft that anybody could do. If y'all are new here, you can do this. This means sprinkle means this. So if I say to sprinkle my page, that means this because I can't say this. So that's for y'all to do that if you can, okay? And if you're just hopping on and you're just finding me for the first time, you can hit the little follow or turn on the notifications when I'm live and it'll tell you that, or follow me. Hey, Winnie, how are you? Hey, Martha. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight is fairly simple. I have these little napkins that you can find them at Walmart. I think I got these at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods. They have all, and Tuesday Mornings has a bunch of cute ones too. You can find these pretty much anywhere. They're just little party napkins, and I just fell in love with this one. I thought it was so cute. Let's see how to open it up. So it's just like a little party napkin, okay? They come in a pack. Like, here's another one. I just love him. I've already done this with him, and they're in my, hey Linda, they're in my vendor booth where I sell some of my crafts, because Lord knows I don't have enough room in this room to keep everything. So, so these are some napkins, and like, there's 40 in here for $2.99. So they're really inexpensive, and they're real easy to do crafts with, and they turn out so cute because I just absolutely love her. I think she is so, so precious. Can y'all see her? She is so cute. So anyway, like I said, I've already done him with the glasses. So I've already done him, and tonight we're going to do her, okay? So I'm going to show y'all how to do this. So I have a canvas, and I think this one is a 5x5. I think this came from Michael's. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, Joann's. Walmart has some canvases, and you can even do this on like a little piece of wood if you have some scrap wood or something like that. Or there's little wood plaques that they sell at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. They sell little wood plaques too. You could do it on that as well. I'm just choosing to do it on this canvas. So, because this is wide enough to where it will stand on its own. You could put it, like I said, on a little plaque, and you could put it on an easel. Also, let's see, Dollar Tree usually sells these little boxes like this for every season. This was out during Valentine's Day. I would just pop this little heart right off because it's kind of stuck on there. And then I would just chalk paint over it and paint it whatever color I wanted to, and then put the napkin on. You could use those. Like I said, they have them for every season. They have these out right now at Dollar Tree. They're just $1. If you wanted to, you could even paint it and put it on the inside as well. So you could do that. That's an option. But they will stand on their own too. They'll stand up. And like, here's another one. But they'll stand. So, and they're only $1. So, so if you have your napkins, which were $2.99 for 40 napkins, and we're only going to use one, and in one, I can actually get 4 bunnies out of one napkin, okay? So you're just talking pennies here for one napkin, and we're only going to use 1/4 of it, okay? Or you could put this on, you can decoupage it onto anything that you wanted to, but I'm just going to show y'all how to do it tonight, okay? So I've done this 2 different ways, and the way that I found is the best. Hey, Stacy, how are you? Hey, Miranda. The way that I have found is best is, I'm not going to leave this totally white. I'm going to put my napkin on, but then I don't want around the napkin to just be white and just kind of plain. and the edges. So I have painted it and then put my napkin on. But the way I found best to do it is to put my napkin on, paint the edges, and then kind of blend in around the little napkin. Because once we get this, hey Colin, how are you? You doing okay? That's my son. He's my biggest fan. Anyway, so once you get the napkin on here with the Mod Podge, it is going to be, it's going to look like it's part of the canvas. You're not even going to be able to tell that it's a napkin, okay? It's going to look like it was printed onto the canvas. Okay, so we're going to get started. So here's my blank canvas. Now these napkins, I sat here and fiddled with it before I came on, because these right here, it tells me on the package right here, it says 3-ply. I don't know if y'all can see that. It says 3-ply. I know it's backwards. But these, I got so excited because I threw the package away and I dug through the garbage, can't find the package. So I fiddled with it, and these are only 2-ply. So, but the package usually tell you. But you want to, we're going to cut it first though, and then we'll get to that part. So we're going to just cut out one of these squares. I guess I could have done this ahead of time, but, and like I said, it's not, it doesn't matter if you cut really straight. I mean, just cut as straight as you can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. In crafting, you can, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can always fix your imperfections, so, and nobody else is going to notice anyway. So y'all all doing okay tonight? And it's kind of rainy here, just a little sprinkling raining. I'm about sick of the rain. Okay, y'all doing good? All right. Hey, Janet, how are you? Look, Jason Bird. I can't believe I got a man on here tonight besides my son watching. All right, so I'm just going to cut a little more right there. Okay, so I've got my napkin cut out. And then the three are, I still have 3 more I can do. They make good gifts for people. It's very inexpensive and easy to do. So I'm going to take my ply and I'm going to peel it apart, okay? We're going to throw away just the little white piece. So now we just have, you know, it's super thin, almost like tissue paper. And you can do this with tissue paper too. Oh, soup sounds good, Winnie. That sounds really good. It's kind of rainy and kind of a little damp, cool outside. Okay, so we're going to take our napkin, and I'm going to lay that to the side for now. So I'm going to get my canvas. I'm going to get my Mod Podge. This is from the Dollar Tree. I have a big honking bottle too, but I'm going to just use this because it's easier to kind of squirt out, okay? So I'm going to just put a little bit on my canvas, okay? And I have a little sponge brush, but you can also use a paintbrush if you want to. Doesn't matter. As long as you get the Mod Podge on the canvas. I'm just going to kind of, if y'all can see what I'm doing, I'm just going to kind of work it around and get it. I don't want it just soupy, coated. I just want it kind of coated with Mod Podge, okay? Not just where it's running all over, but just enough to where the napkin's going to stick. Because this is super thin napkin. It's not going to take a lot to get it to stick. So I'm just going to kind of get that something on my brush. Get it to where it's, I can look in the light and tell that it's wet. And I got it all covered where the napkin's going to go. Okay? So then I'm just going to take my little napkin. And I'm just going to kind of lay it down and just kind of get it centered where I want it. And like I said, it doesn't have to be just perfection, okay? All right. So then I just want to smooth it around, and it's going to kind of wrinkle in some places, but no worries because it's going to look fine in the end. It's going to kind of look old and vintagey because once the napkin starts getting a little damp, it starts to want to not bubble up, but it just kind of gets a little crinkly looking almost. So I'm just going to make sure all the edges are down, kind of get it to where I want it. Okay. And if it's not sticking down, like right there, it's not sticking down, I'm just going to put a little over here and get some on the end of my little brush, and I'm just going to kind of tack it down. Okay? Just like this. Okay? So now I'm going to let that sit a minute. I'm going to let it sit in front of my fan. I have a little fan over here. I don't know if you can see it. And so I'm just going to let it dry. This is my, I don't know what I would do without this fan. This is what I let stuff dry with, and my paint and that kind of stuff. I just kind of set it in front of the fan and let it dry so it'll go a little faster. Yes, Carol, you got to get some of these napkins. They're so cute. And if you do this to my video, I'm going to go back after it's over, and I'm going to send somebody at random that does this, because it'll tell me who does that and who doesn't. And I will pick a name at random of everybody that does that, and I will send some of these napkins to you in the mail. And then you can make your own. All you got to do is get your little box from the Dollar Tree, or you can go get you a canvas or a piece of wood or whatever you would like, and you can make your own, just like mine. Hey Michelle, how are you? So what's the weather like where y'all are? Is it raining? Is it sunny or what? It was beautiful this weekend. Somebody said something about the candlesticks behind me. I did those on a live Friday. So you can go back and you can actually watch how I made these, okay? These are from table legs from Lowe's and a little piece of wood from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. And we made ears with pipe cleaners and felt and fabric, and put eyes and decorated them up, and they look like little bunnies. So yes, you can go back and watch the video of those, and it'll show you exactly how to do it. Not hard at all. It's really cute, actually. I have had a lot of comments about those bunnies. Hey Deidre. All right, Deidre, break out your napkins, because I know you got some. This is how you're going to do it. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Carol. Okay, so it's kind of getting dry. Now, I did on when I did these, I did kind of mess up because I didn't realize it was 3-ply, and I just pulled off 1-ply, and I thought I was good. And I Mod Podged it on, and then it got to be a hot mess, and I had to just take it off and start over, which is fine, because like I said, we got 3 more of them on there. So if you fail, and it gets to be a hot mess, like mine was, then thank you, Winnie. Then, you know, you can just peel it off and start over. Just Mod Podge back over it and try her again, because it's, you know, it's not permanent totally. While it's wet, and you can just peel it right back off. So don't think you've ruined it and messed it up and throw it in the garbage. You can salvage it, okay? So there she is. She's on the canvas, okay? So now what we're going to do is I'm going to Mod Podge on top. So I'm going to just get my little brush, and I'm just going to carefully go over the top, because it is thin. You know, it's just a little tissue napkin, so it'll tear easily, but you just kind of go easy and be easy with it. And like I said, it's going to kind of blend into the canvas itself. It'll look like it's actually part of the canvas. And it's kind of wanting to bubble up a little bit. You can see how I'm doing it, but you probably can't see the bubbles. And that's okay. Because that little crinkly bubbling is going to kind of make it look a little vintage, a little old, which is fine with me. So it is going to be a-okay. And I actually think this one had another ply in there, but it's going to work. We're going to go with it. But you got to just kind of go over the napkin a little bit. Just don't rub too much, because then you're going to rub, you know, you'll start rubbing your napkin around like I did and make a hot mess. So now we're going to let that dry just a minute. Thank you, Deidre. So now you have no excuse, Deidre. You can go get yours and just do it with me. Ooh. Yeah, I think there was another ply under there that I did not know about. Because I haven't done this one ahead of time. I wanted to do it for y'all. And I did the other one with the glasses. But I actually think maybe there was another ply under there. Because I tried really hard to separate it. But I don't think it is. But it's looking like it is. It's wanting to bubble up like there's another ply in there. But Trying to see. I mean, they're so thin anyway, it's hard to... And like I said, I threw the package away, so it doesn't tell me. So I can't find the package. So just look at your package and make sure it says 1 ply, 2 ply, and you'll know how many you need to peel off. I can't peel it off. I'm going to give up. So I'm just going to kind of, it's wanting to kind of bubble up right there in the middle. So see, I may have an epic fail with y'all on here tonight, but I hope not. But we're going to fix it. So I'm just letting it dry. And it is kind of bubbly. I don't know if y'all can see. See how it's kind of bubbly right here? But we'll see. Let's see what I can do with it. I'm just kind of let it dry a little. I'm trying not to mess with it too much because I don't want to, I don't want to get impatient about it. So is it raining where y'all are? Hey Becky. Hey Kathy. We're just letting her dry. Like watching paint dry. So somebody asked about these little bunnies up here, and you can go back and watch that. I've got several other videos that I've done. Hey Abby. I got several other videos I've done, so if you want to go back and see all the other videos I've done, you're welcome to do that. I'm trying to do like 2 of these a week, and so I'm trying to just show y'all some World of Crafting. And yeah, the bubbles are kind of, Carol, the bubbles are kind of wanting to lay back down, so hopefully it's gonna be okay if I just don't mess with it. Like I said, I get impatient and I want to mess with it, but it looks almost crinkly like. It's pretty cool actually. But I did these napkins, and it just like became part of the canvas. It honestly looked like the canvas came printed that way. It was just so neat. And actually, this is what Mod Podge was made for to start with, was napkins and tissue paper, and then it just kind of evolved from there. Because I used to watch Elaine's crafting show. She had a show years ago, and I used to watch that. And that's what they used Mod Podge for when it first came out. And yeah, I'm showing my age a little bit, but it's all good. Yeah, it's kind of wanting to lay down a little bit. Okay, so it's getting dry. So there it is. So you can kind of see a little bit where it bubbled up there, but I'll go back and try to fix it in a little bit. Okay, see her? There she is. Okay, so now I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to paint the edges. So I decided ahead of time that I'm going to paint around the edges in pink to try to bring out some of this pink color, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all a little something about about paint. This is paint from Hobby Lobby. I like this brand. It's Anita's acrylic paint. I really like it. I love the colors, and it's like 79 cents maybe a thing. But don't think that you've got to go out and buy all 200 colors or whatever of the paint line, okay? This paint, it always dries a little shade darker than what's in the bottle. So that's something to think about with acrylic paint. It's going to dry just a touch darker. So this is this pink, and I actually painted it on a piece of paper before I started because I didn't know if it was going to be too dark or not. You know, it was going to be what I wanted. So the thing about paint is you don't have to have this pink and then the next pink and the next pink and the next pink down in shades. You can always add a little white to this and get the shade that you want, okay? So that's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a little, because this is a little darker than what I had imagined in my mind, what I wanted. And so I'm just going to take a little white, and I'm going to actually add a little white, and let me get a paper towel before I get started. Okay, I'm going to add a little white. See, I got my white in the middle of my pink, and I'm just going to kind of stir it around and try to get the color that I want, because it's going to be just a touch darker than that pink when it dries. So I'm going to lighten it up a little bit in the beginning. because it was a little bit too bright for my liking. And I'm going to actually add a little more white. But yeah, those bubbles are laying down now. They look good. But it looks crinkly and old almost. Looks really good. Thanks, Carol. So if if you're just getting started in crafting and you go to Walmart and the paint's 50 cents a bottle, and before you know it, you've got $10 worth of paint in your cart, and you're like, oh my goodness, it adds up really fast. So if you just get a few basic colors, black, brown, white, red, green, blue, and maybe some purples and some pinks, and then you can make it any shade you want to. You can always go lighter, you just can't go darker once you start adding paint to it. I mean, I guess you could add a little black to some of the paint and make it darker. But that's just a tip for you to know that, you don't have to have every shade of color they make, which I like to. I have a whole bunch of paint over here, but, in reality, you can make a lighter shade and you can actually make different variants of one shade, like an ombre effect if you wanted to, and just keep adding white to it. If you have white and you want gray, add a little black to it, and then you got gray, and you can make it darker and darker and darker and darker, okay? So anyway, you didn't know I'd become a celebrity? I wouldn't say I'm a celebrity, but I was in Kosciuszko, Mississippi on Saturday, and I was in the Dollar Tree, and I got talking to this lady, and she goes, you look really familiar to me, and I was like, I don't live here, I don't know how you know me, and she said, well, and then she was looking for some stuff I was looking for, and I said, well, yeah, I follow some pages of this Dollar Tree crafts and stuff, and she goes, that's what it is. She said, I've seen your face on a video. She said, didn't you make a frame or some kind of something with a bunny on it and a few weeks ago? And I was like, yes, I did. She said, I saw that video. And I was like, woo. I mean, I don't know how she found me, but she did. But I appreciate it for however she found me. So I just enjoy doing this and just trying to share my knowledge of crafts and get everybody to, want to do this, because this is my happy room in here, and I enjoy this. This is my stress reliever. I love coming in here and creating things for people, or just in general, just stuff that I like to do. And it's like, oh, I want to try that. So, might be something that if you don't craft that you might want to look into getting into. And I have a video on my page too about if you want to get started, some of the things that you might need just to get started, like scissors and a glue gun and just different things. And it doesn't have to be expensive. Dollar Tree has tons of crafts. Okay, so we're going to get back to painting our little pretty girl. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my paint. I think I got it the shade that I want. It looks pretty good, I think. Hey, Shani. Finally made it. So I'm going to start with my edges. And then I'm going to show y'all how we're going to do it around her. Because, it is square. So I got all this white border around the top, around the napkin. So this is the part that I like. I like putting paint on a canvas. It's just something soothing about it to me. I don't know. And just all the different variations in color that you can put on there and make it pretty. And it's just very soothing to me. You might try it. You might like it. You might find it is for you too. All of us need a stress reliever because life is stressful. Having kids and life and everything is stressful. So you got to find some way to get that energy out and just sit here and mindlessly paint something, and it's just something about it. I enjoy it. I do all kinds of crafts. I don't just paint, or I just see something and say, oh, I can do that, and just try it. So, alright, so I got all my edges done. This is the trick, so I have to kind of hold it from the inside. And this is kind of messy, so if you don't like messy, then just wear some gloves. But okay, so now we're going to go around the bunny, and what I'm going to do is, if I can try to show you and hold it at the same time, is I'm going to paint where the white is. Y'all can see that. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it into the napkin. I don't want just a straight edge around that napkin, so I am painting a little on the napkin, okay? So it just kind of looks like it blends into the napkin. And since this one's kind of a little blue background, you are going to be able to see a little bit. And we might have to go back and do another coat. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Andrea. It's so good to see my friends on here watching. And there's some people that are my new friends that I don't know. And maybe that lady from Kosciuszko that saw me will pop on. So see, I'm just kind of going, if you can see for the light, just kind of going over the edge of the napkin a little bit, because I don't want it just a straight edge all the way around. I just kind of want it, I don't know, a little different. Because, you know, I might not have cut it straight. And that might bother some people. And my dogs are going to start barking, if y'all hear them. Nobody ever told me if it was raining where you are. Is it raining? It's raining here just a little bit. Not anything heavy, just a little sprinkling. Kara, what's the temperature in Florida today? Probably like 80 or something. I'm jealous. So, getting that on there. Like I said, there's just something soothing about putting paint on a canvas to me. Alright. Okay. There it is. I think the pink looks pretty against the blue. I have a package of canvases. I had no idea what I was going to do with them. Thinking of putting a napkin on it, but I haven't found any. Okay, so I got these napkins from Marshall's. But try Marshalls or TJ Maxx or Home Goods or Tuesday Mornings. And Walmart actually has some real pretty Pioneer Woman napkins right now for Easter. Tracy, you like Pioneer Womans, right? So, but she has some pretty bunny napkins out. I haven't actually gone in there to look just yet. But, so she's got some pretty bunny ones. I've seen people do stuff with those. But, so I'm just kind of going back over the edges where my brush strokes are and just kind of making a little light, another coat on there. Just kind of tapping all around it. Yes, the pink is pretty, Carol. It is. It started out, it's Anita's hot pink, and that's what they call hot pink. It says it's, I don't know, but it's Anita's. I know that's backwards to y'all. But anyway, so about got that done. Now I'm just going to kind of sit here and let it dry. But yeah, mix a little white in with it because I thought it was a little too dark. And I didn't want it to just overpower the whole thing, which it is kind of bright. But, so how many of y'all think you're going to try it? Oh, Becky, it was raining where you are? It's been raining here, I think, since Christmas. So, I know y'all hate sitting here and watch paint dry. But I'm not real happy about how the edges look where the paint is and where the napkin's kind of blue. So I think I'm going to do something a little different to it. I just kind of came to me. Hey, Melanie, how are you? We're watching paint dry at the moment. But it dries pretty fast, so it's not too bad. So see what I'm talking about around the edges? You can still see the blue through the pink. I'm not real happy about that. I mean, most people probably wouldn't even notice. Colin, you may give it a whirl. When you come up this weekend, yeah, I'm going to make you do some stuff. Yeah, I am. Find me some pretty Martha, I know you will. And Deidre has these napkins and she has a canvas. So, because I sent her a care package through my son. And so I know she has no excuse not to try. So, I better be seeing one from her here pretty soon. So anyway, okay. So we're about dry. And let me put my paintbrush up and put that away. So there it is, and it's pretty simple. I mean, it's not real difficult. But I mean, what do y'all think? Y'all think I need to do something around those edges, or do you think they look okay? What do y'all think? I was thinking about hot gluing some jute all the way around the napkin. What do y'all think about that? Y'all think it'll look okay? Hey Rennie, how are you? I love the colors in that cute bunny. It's so spring. Yes, it is. And to everybody that, I mean, not everybody, but if you do this to my page, when I go back and look, it will tell me who does this, and I will send you some of these, and I will also send you some of the girl bunny napkins so you can try it yourself at home. And like I said, you get 4 bunnies for every napkin has 4 bunnies on it. So I'll send you a few of those and a few with the glasses, and you can try it yourself. So I'll just pick a name at random from everybody who sprinkles, as we say in crafting world, because we can't say that word. What did you say? White outline around the napkin. I do a stream with you. Comedy show, DIY. Oh, you're going to do the comedy show while I do the DIY? Okay, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so you're going live with me this weekend when you come up, right? He's going to back out now because, yeah, it's kind of scary getting up in front of this camera and going live on Facebook. That's not the most thing I want to do, but it gets easier every time, so it's not so bad. Thank you, Rennie. I appreciate it. So what do y'all think? Do you think I should put, I was going to hot glue some jute around here. What do y'all think? So somebody tell me. I've already made me a little bow, because I know y'all wouldn't gonna, I've already made a bow similar to this on another video that I did that you can go back and see. And I am going to put a little bow on it. So do y'all think I should put some jute around there? Add the border. Okay, Tracy says add the border. I think so too, because I don't like the way that's looking. So like I said, you can just make it up as you go. It's not, you just kind of add a little bit. If you think it needs this, you just add a little bit. It's not bad, but I did turn my hot glue gun on this time, so it's I had it ready to go, and I'm getting paint all over me. But I'm not using my bunny napkins to wipe my hands on. I like those too much. Hey Callie, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to just put run me a little bead of glue right here. Yeah, I think the jute is going to actually bring out the brown in the bunny. I think it's going to be really cute. Give it a little something something, as I like to say. Hey Dana! So I don't burn myself. It's different when I burn myself when I'm by myself, but when I'm in front of a bunch of people, it's like, oh, I can't see. I gotta watch, be careful what comes out of my mouth. Because when you burn yourself with this glue gun, it's got a high and a low temp. It's gonna let you know it's bad. The low temp's not bad, but the high temp, it'll take skin off. It's hot. Okay. All right, so I got that. You see how cute it's looking? Look at that. Almost done. So if you're just hopping on and you do this, I'm going to go back and pick somebody at random that does that, and I'm going to send them some of these napkins so they can do this too. And I'm also going to send you some of these napkins. I just love him. I think he's cute. Little glasses. And I thought they ate carrots, and carrots are supposed to be good for your eyes. So why do bunnies need glasses? Why do they need glasses? But they look cute with glasses, I guess. That's why. All right. Almost done with that. And you can get jute at Dollar Tree. You can get the jute at Dollar General. You can get it at Walmart. You can get it Lowe's. Dollar General has it. It's $1. I think, I don't even know where this one came from. I've went through so much jute. Hey Amy, how are you? I've been through so much jute in I don't even know where half of this stuff, I just pick it up sometimes when I see it. Okay, so I started up here in the corner and went this way around and ended in this corner too. But so you can see the little edges where they meet. But I had a plan for that because I started up there and went around because I'm going to cover it up with my little bow just like this. Okay, I went ahead and made this ahead of time because I knew that, you know, I'd sit here and cut all this ribbon and put it together. But all I did was cut just different random pieces of ribbon that I liked with the colors that I like to match. And I just crisscrossed them in an X. This is Brooke from Refab. This is her bow that she's kind of made famous and went viral with. So I just crisscrossed them and laid them in an X pattern. And on this particular bow, I didn't tie jute in the middle. I did like a little, I did a zip tie. That's the word I'm hunting. I did these. These came from the Dollar Tree too. So I just kind of zip tied it together and just cut it off to where it's all together. And then I glued my little famous flower that I use a lot from scrapbook section at Hobby Lobby. I glued that in the middle where you can't see my zip tie and just kind of fluff it all out. And then I'm going to hot glue it on, okay? And it's going to look so cute. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to just hold it for a second. Thank you, Carol. I know, it's so cute. I just can't help it. When I saw those napkins, I snatched them things up so fast. They're so stinking cute. And they have tons of different ones that are just so cute. It's just, but it's so easy and it's inexpensive. And like I said, you can go to Dollar Tree and get these little box signs that they have, chalk paint it, then put your napkin on and decorate it up like you want to and give them as gifts for people. It's, you know, it's inexpensive, but it's handmade. And nobody, is not going to be another one like it because you made it and you made it for them and it's unique and handmade. Just because it's handmade doesn't mean that it's cheap, okay? Because people put time into this and it takes time to make something cute, but it doesn't have to be expensive. All right, so here it is. Look how stinky cute that is. I just think it's so cute. Hey, Sonny. Thank you. I like all my little cuteness too. Now, Sonny, hey, Mary Beth, how are you? Now, Sonny, we made these the other night from a Lowe's table leg and pipe cleaners and felt and fabric and a piece of wood. We did those the other night. So you can go back and watch this. So look how cute my little bunny thing is going to be. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Shani. So if you can go back and watch this video, I did this Friday night. I've gotten a lot of response out of these little bunnies. They're just too stinking cute to me. And their ears bend. You can bend their ears however you want to. But y'all can go back and watch the replay. It'll be there for as long as, you know, my page is there. It's going to be there. So you can go back and check that one out. And then do this with your friends. So, because they might want to see, if you know somebody that kind of likes this kind of stuff, then do this to them. So there's a little button down there at the bottom down by the comment bar. And it says this. And it also says follow. So if you click the follow button, you'll start seeing my stuff on your page. And you can click turn on notifications when I go live. And it will tell you, hey, she's live. And you can tune in and you won't miss anything. But you can always go back and watch the replay, okay? But just go ahead and follow. I would love to have y'all on my page, and y'all can come join me. I try to do this twice a week. So I would love for y'all to tune in and watch me, and some good things are going to be coming, and I got lots of ideas going on up here, so trying to figure out what to show y'all. So just keep tuning in. Hey, Diana. This is a little canvas that we just made with a napkin from Marshall's. $2.99 a pack for like 40 napkins. So you can make lots of bunnies if you want to. They can just keep multiplying. But I am going to make a bunch more of these because I just think those are adorable. But so here you go. So very inexpensive. And like I said, if you do this, I'm going to pick a person at random. And I'm going to send you I'll message you and I will send you some of these in the mail. Okay, So just tell people about me and direct them over here to my page and send me some love, okay? And I hope y'all enjoyed this. If y'all have any questions, you can message me. You can comment under here and ask questions. I'll go back and answer the questions if you have any questions. But this is just too stinking cute. So I got to find a place for her in my house. So, but I'll post a picture after we get done so you can kind of get an up-close picture of, maybe it'll show this, but the bubbles all went away and it looks really, really good. You can't even tell it was bubbled after it dried. It looks really good. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm hopping off, and I will see you. I'll probably come on another night this week. Probably, I may do it Friday. Because I have other friends that do lives on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I have to watch them. But I don't know. We'll see. And Colin is going to be on here with me live because he said he was going to be a comedian. So, I'm going to make him put his money where his mouth is. So, all right. Well, thank y'all for hopping on tonight, and I hope y'all have a good evening and have a good rest of the week. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.